What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Dope Energy Podcast, your spot for short but concise, powerful insights that help you level up, man. I'm your host, Anthony, and today we are talking about your relationship with hard things. Let's get after it. All right, welcome back, guys, to another episode of the Dope Energy Podcast, man. Thanks for joining. Thanks for taking your precious time and listening to me. What, this right here? Got a little mic stand, bro. I don't know how I like it. It's I think it looks a little more profesh. You know what I'm saying? What you think? Okay. Let me know in the comments. Anyway, today we're talking about relationship with hard, okay? And I think this is an important conversation to have, and I think it will help some people. And at the end of the day, man, this is what this podcast is about. Helping you become better. That's it. So let's get into it. All right, let's talk about hard things, okay? A lot of people avoid them. It's something they run from. And ironically, I run toward. And that thing is hard. Hard things. Hard things shape you. They refine you. They strip away all the excuses, all the fluff, and they expose who you really are. But most importantly, they show you who you could be. That's why I do a lot of the hard things that I do. It's why I run. It's why I wake up early. It's why I cold plunge. It's not because I love it. It's not because it's fun. I don't run because I get a runner's high every time I lace them up. I run because it sucks. I run because it's hard. I cold plunge because my mind tells me not to. That is the battle that we face every single day. All of us. The battle against that voice inside your head that we all have. I talked a little bit about that voice on the discipline episode. If you haven't seen that episode, I suggest you watch that. But it's this voice that tries to get us to take the easy way out. That voice has the advantage. It knows our weaknesses. It knows everything about us. And it's really good at convincing us to slide into comfort. This is where that mental battle comes in. Hard things aren't just physically demanding. They're mentally demanding. Let's just stay on the run train, okay? When I run, my legs hurt. My lungs get exhausted. Heart rate gets super high. But that's not the hardest part. The hard part is that conversation in my head. You don't have to be out here, man. You can take it easy, man. Let's cut this run short. That is the real challenge for me. Overriding that weak voice. This voice isn't just talking to me while I'm running. It happens in everything that we do. The moment that you want to hit snooze, when you said you were waking up early, the moment you think about skipping the gym, when you said you were going, that moment where you put off that project that you said you were going to work on, pushing off that difficult conversation that you said you wanted to have. Everything. And when these mental battles happen, it's the way you talk to yourself that I think can get you through it. I am one who always tries to flip the script. When I'm out running, my brain starts whining. I don't give it a chance to win. Instead of thinking like, I have to do this, I'll flip it. No, I get to do this. Instead of saying, oh my God, this sucks. No, this is making me better. Anytime that you start going down that negative headspace, it only grows. So I cut it off and I flip it very quickly. And when I do that, I seem to push through, and it gives me proof that I'm stronger than these excuses, proof that I am who I say I am. Let's talk a little bit why hard things matter. Like I said earlier, most people avoid hard things, and they think comfort is the goal. But here's one thing that I've learned. Comfort is a trap. Every time you avoid a challenge or you go against your word or don't do something you said you were going to do, you get a little weaker. You get a little softer and a little more likely to quit the next time that difficult situation comes around. But when you lean in to hard things, there's a shift that happens. You build self-respect. And that's big. The self part, the self-respect, the self-esteem, that's the game changer. You start trusting yourself. The more you do hard things, the more you start to believe that no matter how tough something is, you can handle it. And that is why I try and do these hard things. That's why I run. That's why I cold plunge. That's why I do the things that I do, because I know what it's doing. I don't want to be the guy that backs down when it gets tough. I don't want to be the guy who listens to his excuses. I want to be the guy who pushes forward even when it's tough. I want to be the guy that can handle hard situations. And that mindset carries into everything. It's not just during a run or during a workout. It's everyday situations. If I'm in a tough situation at work, I want to be the guy that accepts the challenge and gets through. When life throws something unexpected and I'm feeling overwhelmed, I want to be the guy who knows I can handle it. Not because I was born this way or anything like that. It's because I've trained myself to do hard things. And because I do hard things, I know that I can get through these things. So I want to talk a little bit about reframing hard. And I did an episode about perspective, and I think perspective is crucial. Okay. Just like two people go on a run, right? We're just using running because that's what I do. One person can look at running as suffering, as something miserable, as something that they don't want to do. But through perspective, you can see running as a way to build discipline, a way to sharpen your mind and body, and something that you get to do. Same action, different perspectives. Or think about failure. Some people look at failure and see that it's proof that they're not good enough. Others see failure as proof that they're growing. Having that switch is key. The way you frame hard things determines what you get out of them. So the next time you're in the middle of something difficult, whether it be a run or a workout or an overwhelming time at work, ask yourself, what am I learning from this? What is this teaching me? How is this making me better? And if you can shift from seeing hard things as something that is happening to you to something that is happening for you, it's a game changer. Do me a favor, man. I want you to imagine your future self. The version of you that doesn't skip workouts, that version that doesn't quit on their goals, that version that doesn't give in to comfort, that version that does hard things. That version of you is stronger. That person walks differently. They don't second guess their ability to handle hard things because it's proven over and over that they can. And how you get closer to that version of your future self, is by choosing to do hard things daily. Daily. Not because they're easy, not because they're fun, but because they're going to transform you. And I say that because I have experience. I'm not just saying these things to look good on a podcast. I'm saying these things because I've practiced these things and I know that they work. I know that doing hard things will help you get to that version. I'm not someone that preaches. I practice what I preach. And I think that's important because I know firsthand that getting through difficulty, pushing yourself further than you thought you can go, doing the hard things, it's the only way to grow. When I am faced with a difficult situation or something that is challenging, I've proven to myself that I'm a person that gets through things. I'm not someone that just backs down or quits. I've done this long enough to know who I am. And that is a person that is true to his word, a person that does difficult things on the daily, and a person that can get through anything. Sorry, I don't know if that sounded a little overconfident, but I think you get what I mean, right? I know who I am, and I know that by doing difficult things, it transforms me to become a better version of myself. And this podcast, this is what it's about, becoming a better version. So, the next time that you're staring down something that seems impossible, that seems so hard, remind yourself, this is what builds me. Your relationship with hard determines your relationship with success, growth, and ultimately, the person you become. That's why I do all these things. That's why I do the cold plunge in the morning. That's why I run. That's why I do all, because I want to push myself. And I don't want to be controlled by comfort. So what's your hard thing? What have you been putting off? Are you going to run from it? Or are you going to run toward it? I'll see you on the next one.